Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation here at Warrielda, Australia. It's been a cool day. I did a little bit of gardening this morning, but here I am. I'm going to have a giveaway, and it's to celebrate my achieving 1,000 subbies, my channel. Little did I know, a few years ago that I would ever get there. For those that have been with me from the beginning, you would know how I started, and that was with slideshows. And of course, at that time, I was altering horses. Yes, for all you junk journalists that don't know my background, that's what I did. Toy horses, altered them, and made them into a theme. If you go into my earliest videos, you'll see I started with slideshows of how I used to, put them together. And then from there, shabby chic, soft furnishings, bit of paper craft, then journals, and journals again, and then another horse in between, and then more grunge, and here I am. So please, if you're new to my channel, why not have a sticky beak and see how I started? But thank you all for getting me over the line. I'm going to have, this challenge is going to be for all around the world. So I'm going to have two prizes, international and Australian. Now, it's going to be open till the 14th of July, and you don't have to send me anything. I'm just grateful to get to over 1,000. And I'll do the draw on the 14th of July at night time here in Australia. There is something that you have to do for me though. In your comments, please put in the country you're at, the town and the country. So if you live in, I don't know, Mississippi, just mention Mississippi in the States. If you live in Germany and it's Düsseldorf, then Germany. So, your town and then the States. That's all you need to do. And then I'm going to do a draw, and I'm going to actually handwrite everybody's names out. I'm not doing the random draw thingamajig because it's just too confusing to me. So I'd rather write the comments out. Everybody that has commented, and each one gets a number, and I'll just pull out a number. So let me do a quick flip through. I have done videos on these, but I've changed them a little bit because I've added a few things. So they're not going to be exactly the same. So I thought if I do a quick flip through, you know what you'll be getting. And my international friends, you'll get a nice, clean, beautiful writing journal. It's about birds, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I made these well before my grunge time, so it's nice and clean. And then for the Australian girls, I've made a travel journal. I've made this quite a while ago as well, and you probably all know how I made the cover. It's nice and soft and squishy, and a lot of us Aussie girls do like traveling as well. So I'm not saying, international what doesn't travel, but I'm just because it's got a lot of Australiana stuff in it, I thought it was a more appropriate. And this weighs a little bit less, so the postage is not going to be, right over the top. But I still wanted to send, some of my international crafty friends, give them the opportunity to win something. So let's get into it. Most of you have probably seen this one. It's just a beautiful organza tie. The cover is made from a stationery set, and it was bird themed, and I got this from an op shop. I've made this quite a while ago, and I've just pulled these two journals out of my shop to be able to give them away. So the stationery set, or writing set I should say, had some of the original pages in it, and all I did was just round some corners just so that I can fit it into the tuck spot. As you can see, this is totally different to what I'm doing now, but it has a lot of beautiful papers in there, nice journaling cards, a belly band, lots from magazines, little feather, coffee and colour dyed papers, paper doily, envelopes that I've used, okay, and here's one of the envelopes from the writing set, okay. I think this was Daphne's diary. No, I didn't have Daphne's diaries at that time. I can't remember now, but anyway. So yes, lots of a little tag here from an altered paper clip, and it holds a couple of tags just on the back here. And the signatures has two signatures and they're sewn in. Here's an envelope which I've made into a flip as well, and then there's a tuck. Here's a, I think this was paper stock that I had, and I just made that into another spot that you can journal into. Envelope, tag, and I've made a little tuck just here. And this beautiful stamp was from a, not stamp, this picture was from a stamp book here in Australia. We have, you know, they bring out stamp books every couple of months, and had peacocks on it, and I've just popped that on there. Another altered paper clip, it's a journaling card on it. Another beautiful green feather with the little finches of Australia. Here's another one of those books from and what I did was I just cut the pictures out with my pinking shears, okay, just to make it look like a faux stamp. And some beautiful little charms. This is a dragonfly. Was there one at the beginning? Oh yes, I think this is I think it's a clover or some sort. Yeah, 4-leaf clover. So this is the second signature, and this was writing paper as well. A little tree, and I've made one of the envelopes into a flip, and it has a journaling card in there. Bit of stamping, and I made a pocket. And I'd use those stamps from the stamp book, the Australian birds here. This beautiful tag is made from the bottom part of a tissue box, and it was gifted to me by Ruth Burr, who also has a YouTube channel, and she obviously made this in 2018, so I've had this for a while, and I thought how cool was that just to pop that in there. Painted papers, this was gifted to me. And here's an envelope with a pretty blue feather. Some more finches. Little bird cage. This was a die cut that was gifted to me. And this is just a little flip. Some music paper that I coloured and I decoupaged. And this is the centre of this second signature, and it has a little booklet in here, so when you're out in the garden. And this one is just got like a bit of lace in there, so you can add papers in there if you wish. So you might want to make this a garden journal, you know. I'll leave that entirely up to you, ladies. Another feather, there's a little tag. I think this is an envelope too. Oh no, just some paper. And this is a vintage playing card. Okay. Little pocket, another tag out of a really pretty magazine. It had lots of colours, and I really like this little scene there, sitting on the what do you call them? The side of the river there, just on that little bridge there, landing. It's from an envelope. This is just a normal paper clip. It just holds a little tag and holds another tag and some papers. Here's a little cluster, and I've made this little flip out. Oh, look at that. Pretty pink. Beautiful butterfly. Make sure I don't bend that. It's a doily. Here's another tuck spot. Popped in a tag. And here you have another little charm, which is a butterfly. Yep. And then on the back you've got some more writing paper from the actual set. And you know, there's eyelets there, so it keeps it nice and close. And that's for all my international crafters. So I hope you like this little journal. Okay, for the Aussie girls. You all probably know how I made this cover, just from scraps. I collect all my scraps, which I still do. I have to make some more because I've got so many scraps now. And this is just a easy, pretty white buckle. And I've popped on a little key. And it says Journey. And it's made from, attach this onto a large envelope. So you've got a big pocket, and inside the pocket you have a nice flat pen that just pops in here. And then in the envelope itself, I found these pages. And this one is called, quite funny actually, Goodbye Worn Out Morris 1000. And here it says, Ned sails in the sunset. So I thought, how appropriate was that? Pop that in there. And this is just a little note, how to use your journal. Painty papers. Made little tabs here, same as the from the satin ribbon. This is from a, I think this was a 6x6 cardstock, so you can put in your own crossword. A lot of my painted papers, coffee dyed papers, sewn in with the sewing awl, so it keeps it nice and flat. This here holds. This is an envelope that was gifted to me quite a while ago. And what's in here? This is, oh, there you go. Must be a baptism something certificate. And this was a calendar, as you can see. You can still see the calendar underneath. Backed it with some cardstock, decoupaged over it. And just put a little, stapled a little bit of fabric on there. Little postcard. I just printed that out, coffee dyed it. See, no grunging. And this came off a children's book. It's about travelling. I thought, how cool was that? Brighton Beach Huts in Victoria. This was out of a magazine. So lots to journal. And here's a CD envelope before I started altering them. So you can pop in anything. It has a little cluster just in here. I'm not sure whether this cluster was from Chrissy Phillips. Can't remember. Envelope with some more paper. Decoupaged a banknote on there. The middle has the Midori elastic. Okay, so you can pop in some more pages. Traveller's journaling card. There's a paper clip, and that's just a normal paper clip. It's not altered. I've just popped that in there to hold it all together. Okay. That just goes back in there. Here is an envelope before I started altering them, but I wanted, you know, writing space. This tag is made from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magazines. I cut out the trees, and then I found some pages that had grass on it, so I've popped the grass on. I then had a page with water rippling over rocks, so I've used that. Then the kangaroo, and I've just outlined it with some black pen and a little patch of short grass. So yeah, so I've put all this together to make this picture, which I think is pretty cool. And this is on a cereal box, okay, and stitched right around it. Here I've put in some drawing paper, so you might want to draw something in there. This is just from a magazine. I really like that picture with the ocean and just the landscape of it. See how nice and flat it stays. And here is made a pocket from an index card, and I've popped in this writing pad. There's an Australian map here. This is from the Camps book number 7. Another paper clip. This is actually my first altered ticket that I did long time ago. Pretty plain now. And this was from our China when we worked in Canada, and I had a receipt from the Chinese restaurant, and we had to photocopy it. And so yeah, and I just kept that, you know, you might be going out for Chinese. Here is a photo pocket that I got from just a photo album, and another paper clip, and that just holds that nice and close. And it just holds a little tag. And here's another photo pocket, and I do believe that just a, yep, and you can just write on that. A little paper clip, altered paper clip, unexpected directions, magazine, and then we get to the end, and you've got your big pocket. And what does that hold? Oh yes, just an envelope. And then here, altered playing card, a dictionary paper, decoupaged, paper doily, and this is from a magazine, and just popped in the traveller, a little bit of fabric just here, okay, and you flip that open. These are the insides of the envelopes, and then flip that open again. Inside the envelope, one of my painted papers, and that just closes like that, keeps it all intact. And then this end pocket has a big journaling card in it from a calendar, okay. And that is the end of that one. So I hope you enjoyed this. Traveller's Journal. And I wish you all luck, you know, in the giveaway. And I'll leave the other details of the giveaway in the description box. The usual thing, you've got to be over 18. You have to be a visible subscriber, and I'll check on that. Yeah, so thank you very much, everyone, for getting me over that first hump. And yes, I'm just tickled pink because now I can do lives. So thanks again and good luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.